1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute out. 10 seconds. 1 hour.
Yeah.
Tie it around your waist.
Yes.
Hear me? I heard Brenda was here from Mark before that. Is this Victor or Clay? Yeah.
Smash Wi-Fi card.
Kevin, can you hear them?
Oh, perfect. You?
Which be better?
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
I'll be on vacation.
You too.
Hey, Brian, you said 56?
Yeah. Yep.
Did you hear me before? Kevin?
Here we go. From 3, 2. See Mick Mulvaney there. Scalise. I sure do.
I got
Signing.
Is he signing something? Sitting in the
Writing and there's something on the table.
Great, guys. Well done.
Relay. Who's up? Who's up?
Here we go.
Who's up?
Standing up again. President waves. The assembled photographers. Not a bad idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, accompanied by Vice President Pence.
Special report. Now reporting, George Stephanopoulos.
Good afternoon. We want to go live right now to the Rose Garden, where President Trump about to appear after a 2-hour meeting with congressional leaders. You see Vice President Mike Pence there on this government shutdown
Thank
over
you
the
very
border
much.
wall now in its 14th day.
We had a very, very productive meeting, and I think we've come a long way. I'll discuss that in a second, but first I imagine you've all seen the incredible job growth, 312,000 jobs, which took everybody by surprise. Estimates range from 160 to 180,000, and this really took people by surprise. This is a great number. I think it has a lot to do with the factories and with the companies that are moving back into the United States who have left, and now they're coming back to us instead of being in other countries. I can't tell you what that does to other countries, but I'm the president of this country. So 312,000 jobs was a tremendous number, and obviously having a big impact on the stock market today. And I do want people to remember that we've had a tremendous success, despite the fact that I'm in the midst of negotiating incredible trade deals for our country that should have been negotiated many years ago by both parties, to be honest. But many years ago, we are doing very well in our negotiation with China. We pretty much concluded our negotiation with Canada, with Mexico. We have done the deal and signed the deal with South Korea, which a lot of people said was not going to happen, would be impossible. It's a good deal. It was a horrible deal. It's a good deal. I think a lot of this has to do with the fact, though, that already companies are moving back into our country that have left our country in some cases. In some cases, they're moving back because they want to be here. But in many cases, these are automobile companies that have left and gone to other countries, and now they're coming back to the United States. So it's nice to see. One of the things that's so beautiful to watch is 3.2% wage growth. That hasn't happened in so long for our country. That's an incredible thing. That means people are actually getting more money, taking home more money, and that's something that's really nice to see. A lot of you have been following me when we were on a thing called a campaign. That was an exciting campaign, a great campaign. And I used to talk about wages going down, not going up, but going down for years, 19 years. And now they just went up 3.2%, and yet there's no inflation because other things are going down, like the price of your gasoline at the tank. It's low, and that doesn't happen by luck. I work hard on that. That's like a tax cut for people. So a lot of good things are happening. Labor participation rate increased to 63.1. That's an incredible number also. So I just wanted to bring that out. The economy is very good. And remember, from the time of my election, the stock market's gone up very close to 30%. And that's with all of the things that are happening. And there are a lot of things happening. We have a massive trade negotiation going on with China. President Xi's very much involved. So am I. We're dealing at the highest levels, and we're doing very well. We're doing very well. In the meantime, we've taken in billions and billions of dollars in tariffs from China and from others. Our steel industry's come roaring back, and that makes me very happy. I think we'll have to build a steel wall as opposed to a concrete wall, because we have steel companies again. There's something awfully nice about that sound. So we had a productive meeting today with Speaker Pelosi and Senator Schumer. I thought it was really a very, very good meeting. We're all on the same path in terms of wanting to get government open. We're going to be meeting. I've designated a group, and we're going to be meeting over the weekend, that group, to determine what we're going to do about the border. Really, I want to thank a lot of the Border Patrol people and ICE people who came up yesterday. They had a tremendous impact on I think a lot of Democrats, frankly, but a lot of people, because they were able to lay out exactly what the problem is. And one of the problems described to me as an example, your ports of entry. We're going to agree with Chuck and Nancy and Steny and Dick Durbin was there. And we're going to agree that, and we want to, make the ports bigger, more powerful, able to handle more traffic, have very, very powerful drug equipment there. So they make very good stuff now. We don't have it because of budgets and other reasons, but we're going to make our ports of entry very powerful, very strong. We're going to have the best drug-finding equipment anywhere in the world. They make it much better today than they made it even 2 years ago. And I explained to him the problem is, though, we can have a wonderful port of entry, but you have 2,000 miles of border between the United States and Mexico. And if you take a look and you see, like we do, through certain technology, including cameras in airplanes, not just drones, you'll see vast numbers of vehicles driving through the desert and entering where you don't have a very powerful fence or a wall. That happened this week, where a wonderful young police officer, I spoke to his wife yesterday, where he was shot, viciously shot, for simply stopping a person that came over the border illegally. Got shot, killed, and took the most beautiful picture just hours before.